The words that oscillate between nonsense and supreme meaning are the oldest and truest. One time I cried really hard about green beans. This story comes from a time in my life where perhaps I wasn't the most mature and had yet to really figure out conflict management. And I also think it's a story that kind of betrays how much of a nerd I am about food. I don't think I always was a nerd about food. Food wasn't really a thing in my house growing up. This was a long time ago, which if you think about it, is probably really cute. 9-year-old me crying over green beans. The caveat to that is that I was like 26. It was a fight with my roommate. Me and my roommate cooked a lot of stuff together. This person liked simple, repetitive meals, which I don't necessarily have anything against, but I remember it was like the 10th day in a row that we had green beans for dinner. And I just started weeping. I was like, if I eat another green bean, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna disincorporate from my body and just float off into the heavens. I was that done. I was that done with green beans. It was a hill to die on. But looking back, I don't think that it really was about green beans at all. I think more accurately, I was hungry. And I don't mean hungry in a way where I wasn't getting enough to eat. I definitely was. I was lacking something. And what I was lacking was magic, for lack of a better word. Growing up, food was just kind of food, and yeah, there was good food, and it just kind of was there. It wasn't until I got older that I realized just how fascinating food really is. And had been all along. I wasn't sitting at the right table, I wasn't in the right room, I wasn't looking through the right window, like something about it hadn't connected with me before. And it wasn't, I think a lot of times people talk about, a singular meal that kind of turned them on to whatever it is that they are really passionate about, particularly in the food world. And I don't know that I have that experience. I think it's been a slow burn. I think that it's you could call my love of food a braise, perhaps, where it was kind of slowly simmering over a long period of time before it really took shape into what it is today. I find a lot of meaning and a lot of joy and a lot of magic in life through food. It's just another creative endeavor that I can put something into the world that wasn't there before. Being in the flow of making something that just literally didn't exist before I thought about it in my brain, and then I assembled the ingredients, and then I put it all together. Like, it's magic, it's alchemy. And to me, that's always been the meaning of life for me in a lot of ways. Since the green bean incident, then, band name, I've like made it an intentional, I don't know what to call it, a ritual maybe, a practice. Like I feel like I'm very purposeful in how I cook now. Hopefully it's a long time until I have to cry about green beans again. Oh my god, that's actually really good. That's worth crying over.